It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA on a Thursday morning. You know how I feel about Thursdays. They are the gateway to the weekend. Good morning, Matt Hinshaw.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Oh, I don't know what to say to that. Ciao, ciao.
See, I got you.
Chin, chin, ciao, ciao.
I caught you off guard, didn't I?
You really did.
Yeah.
You really did. You even said it with a smile on your face.
That's amazing.
I
Did you hear this?
know.
Did you hear the smile?
I heard the smile in your voice. Yes.
Okay, good. All right,
Yes.
good.
You forgot to move the microphone. I can't see Drew, but that's okay. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing great today. It's a beautiful morning
It certainly
here in
is.
Prescott, Arizona. It's going to be another beautiful day. I can only imagine. We are on repeat, correct?
We're on repeat, but we're going to be 2 degrees warmer.
Well, now why are
We'll be
we?
in the 80s to 82 today.
Okay. Well, I wore a sweater and jeans.
You'll be
so,
fine.
okay. All right. Phew. Where we need to stay in the 70s, Drew. See what you can do.
Wear lighter clothes.
There you go.
the
there you
sweater
go.
off.
Are we going to just continue to creep back up, or what's the extended forecast look like?
Extended forecast is we're going to be in the high 70s to low 80s, and we're going to be in the low to mid 50s for our lows.
Okay.
Sunshine and a little bit of wind on Friday.
Okay.
We'll have some gusts up around 35 miles an hour in the afternoons, and then Saturday should be back in the 80s with, light winds,
Gorgeous.
5 to 10.
Gorgeous.
We can't complain.
We cannot
I mean,
complain.
just look outside. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's so pretty. The blue skies, the fluffy clouds.
Yeah.
What
Things
a
are
beautiful,
green.
beautiful place to live.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're
yes.
so fortunate to live
Definitely. We definitely are. So, do I have anything in my teeth?
Yeah, so much.
Do I really?
No.
So I had a blueberry shake this morning on my way in. I go in to get ready for the show. I smile in the mirror and I've got like blueberry seeds all in my teeth. Thank God I checked. Can you imagine?
Where is it from?
From my kitchen.
From your kitchen.
Yeah.
All right.
From Lisa's kitchen.
Got
Yeah.
it. I figured you would go somewhere like Starbucks or
No,
Dutch Bros
Nope.
or,
I have my
something
coffee
fancy.
from home. I have my breakfast from home. I don't stop anywhere. I go straight from home here.
I'm
She's
just
dedicated. Straight home. to
I'm
here.
late, is what it is.
I'm just cheap.
You're just cheap.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, speaking of food, I made the most delicious dinner last night. It was a recipe from my darling doll of a daughter, Delaney, and it is stuffed poblano peppers. Okay, so poblano peppers, and the stuffing was a spicy chicken Italian sausage, half a pound of ground beef, onion, diced tomatoes, and then some oregano and some basil, salt and pepper to taste, a little red chili, pepper flakes, and then you put that inside the peppers, and then you cover it with marinara sauce, and then you put mozzarella sauce on top of that. Oh, my gosh.
And you didn't invite Drew and I.
Well, I made it for Scott Dandos.
And he would have eaten all of them.
Well, he ate several. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Good.
He said it's his new favorite, and he said he could eat more, but he's going to stop because he's full.
He's
Yeah.
a manimal.
He's a manimal, yes. How was your night last night?
Awful.
Wait, before you tell me, I want to know, where'd you go, Wherever Wednesday, since we're on the food topic?
We ended up at the Gurley Street Grill.
Oh, nice. Did you have Greek for dinner?
No, we didn't.
No. What did you have?
What did we have? Hold on. I got to
Okay.
think about that.
All right.
Oh, I had their Reuben.
Oh, nice.
Killer.
Yeah,
Killer.
delicious.
Yeah, just Reuben, and they make potato chips there, which is another weakness.
Right.
I don't eat potato chips like Lay's or
Right.
anything in the bag.
Right.
But if I get homemade fresh potato chips,
Yes.
yeah. So
Okay, good.
I had a couple orders. It's
Very
okay.
good. We always like to hear where you,
Yeah,
where
no,
you eat dinner.
and we had a good group. We only had about six.
That's nice.
6 of us, and
That's
it was
great.
a last minute thing. Nobody wanted to go, and then somebody said, "I'm not cooking." And
Yeah.
everybody went, "Okay, let's go."
Let's go. Fabulous. Good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Matt did not have a good time, apparently. Let's hear it. What
It was
happened?
a long night.
What happened?
But thanks to
Are
Jason.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm vertical.
Okay.
But thanks for Jason Thompson Handyman Services help and friend of the show, Mr. Matt Santos.
What happened?
So I was on the motorcycle because it was such a nice day yesterday.
Yes,
It's
it
like, how
was.
can I not ride the motorcycle? And I
Right.
had to go to a lot in the middle of Dewey. Well, not the middle, way out Dewey at the base of the Blue Hills.
Okay.
Take pictures so I can get ready for it to go on the market tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I went out there and I did my thing and whatever. And then Mr. Santos showed up, and I was like, "Here, I like to help out my friends. I can do the drone photos myself, but you know, he's licensed and all that stuff. So I throw him a few bucks to come out and do it. And he came out and he hung out and he did them. And I was like, okay, well, let's take off. And he takes off. And I hop back on the bike and I start going and I start getting up to speed coming down Kachina. I'm like, there is something going on here. And I'm like, this is not right. There's something going on. So I call him on the phone. I'm holding onto the bike with my phone.
You're driving. Wait. You're riding a motorcycle and you're on your phone.
Yeah, I have a headset in my helmet. So I pick it up and I hit dial and I'm like, hey, can you meet me at the gas station? I got something going on. And so he stops at the gas station. I roll up there about 10 miles an hour and park, get out, and I'm like, crap. Flat tires.
Nuh-uh. Both of them.
Nails. I picked up nails.
Oh,
and I found them. And so I parked the bike. Santos gave me a ride home, got the truck, got the trailer, did all that stuff. Talking to Jason. Jason's like, dude, I'll come and help you out. Why not?
Yeah.
And I pick up Jason. We go out there. I get it loaded up. I get back home about 8:30. But I headed out there at 4.
Oh, that's a horrible, horrible story. But when you said there was blood involved.
No, I was just joking.
Oh, he was just joking. Okay.
I always say that.
I was waiting for it. Well, I'm glad you're okay. But what a bummer.
It sucks. I finally and the worst part is as I'm driving home with Santos and then I'm driving back to get the bike hours later.
Yeah.
I just see motorcycle after motorcycle. I'm like, oh. So I will go to unofficial sponsor of the show, Sunburst Motorsports, and have them fix my tires.
Yeah, we need to get them to sponsor the show
should.
because the amount of money we've thrown them getting our motorcycles up and running.
I know.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll be talking with Ramsey. So if you want to get him on the show.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Definitely.
I'll be talking to him tomorrow.
Okay. He can talk to us about bike maintenance and all that stuff.
Oh, he'll be good at that.
Okay.
He'll be good at that.
Okay,
yeah, I need to call him and see if they can get me in.
Yeah.
Because, it's sitting on the trailer in the driveway ready to go.
What a bummer.
So,
what a bummer. So you drove the Green Goblin in this morning.
I did.
Your Jeep.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for this weekend.
Yeah, big
And
Trails for Tatas ride on Saturday morning. We're looking forward to that. If you guys haven't signed up yet, do it. It's going to be a ton of fun. And
you don't have to go on the run if you just want to go to the event and
Right.
eat lunch and participate in the auction and the bidding and all that stuff.
Right.
That all starts in the afternoon, I think noon, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And so you don't have to go jeeping if you don't want to.
Right, but you can still show up for the cause.
Support.
Yeah.
Support the
Fabulous.
Tatas.
Fabulous. Friendly reminder, tomorrow, the Artful Eye Jewelers are having their jewelry spa day. Take your jewelry on in. They will clean and inspect it for free. If it's Artful Eye purchased jewelry, they will polish it and rhodium it for free. They're going to have goodies, and they're going to have discounts. You're going to want to be there. That's tomorrow. Starts at 10, I think goes until 3 o'clock at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. There you go. I don't want you to miss out. So today's National Name Your Car Day. That's why I mentioned the name of your car.
And I officially named it, and it's on the side of the hood. Yeah, I got stickers made and everything.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you haven't seen those?
I don't know. I guess not.
Oh.
I guess not. Do you have a name for your truck, Drew?
519.
519? Because it's
519.
Because it's an F19?
Nope.
No?
Just the 519.
What does that mean?
That's how many times it's broken down.
Yeah,
19 times?
It's how much money I've spent on it lately.
519.
No, there's...
It's my race number, and it always carries my bike. So it's
Okay.
It's
the
where's
519?
the 519?
Okay.
It's the 519.
Fabulous. I like it. Most people name their cars, right?
Yeah.
My Mini Cooper's name is Alice. Alice Cooper. And then my Grand Cherokee is Jeepers. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah. So yeah.
What's Scott's Pathfinder's name?
Pathfinder, because it's not a Pathfinder.
Yeah.
We know that. That's why I said it.
Yeah, it's Pathfinder, and it's actually a Forerunner. So that's its name. And I don't know. He's got a big white truck too, but I don't know what. Whitey maybe. I don't know. We just say the truck.
Well, that's racist.
That's
no,
the name
it's
of,
actually white.
yeah, that's the name of Jason's handyman truck.
Yeah.
It's a big 3500 with toolboxes and all that stuff, and he calls it Big Whitey.
Big Whitey.
Big Whitey.
I mean, not very creative, but
No.
It works.
It works. It's also National Custodial Workers Recognition Day. What would we do without the hard people that clean up after us? I mean, at the gym, at school,
Everywhere.
at home.
Come to KYCA. You'll find out.
Exactly.
It's also World No Alcohol Day, Matt.
That's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Right, because you're going to the movies tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you always take in your Leza Live flask.
I'm already thirsty.
You're well,
I don't
mean,
see how that could work.
what? No alcohol day?
No alcohol day.
World.
I mean, more than half the world's drinking right now.
Right. Yeah, it's declared by the World Health Organization as a way to take a break from the negative effects of booze and hopefully cut down on incidents of drunk driving. So, National
Yes.
or World No Alcohol Day, and it's National Produce Misting Day.
Produce what?
You know, the little misters in the produce department.
Oh, Mister.
Misters.
Yeah.
Well, everything has a holiday.
Really?
That seems a little ridiculous, but basically celebrating the invention of it back in 1979. So, there you go.
I just like it fries. It sounds like a storm before it hits.
Does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like thunderbolts and lightning,
Yeah.
and then it starts misting.
Oh, that's nice. They
so
do that
they
on
warn
purpose?
you. Yeah, they
That's
warn you.
awesome. Oh, see, I don't shop at Fry's, so I didn't
What?
know that. No, I shop at Sprouts.
Oh, you're fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it fresh.
Hey, fries is fresh.
The brawniest beast of them all has been crowned for Fat Bear Week at Katmai National Park in Alaska. His name is 32 Chunk, and he's a hunk, apparently. He's estimated to weigh around 1,200 pounds, and the bears aren't actually weighed because how do you weigh a bear, right?
Not very easily.
Chunk has a broken jaw, which is healing, but will probably never be normal again. Still, it didn't stop him from sucking down all the salmon and packing on the pounds this summer. The park's bears are now headed off to hibernate for the winter. They do this every year. They have a contest for the fattest bear.
Yeah, I've heard about this story like 5 times
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
All the shows are talking about
Well,
it.
because it's interesting, you know?
No, it's everybody loves it. You know why? Because it makes all of us full-bodied people feel better. Because at least I don't weigh 1,200
There
pounds.
you go. There you go. Yeah, I love it.
We got to be careful that nobody says, "Hey, let's go weigh a bear and go out there and take
Right?
a picture or something."
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
the lady that did the elk.
Oh, yeah. Dumb.
Brain
dumb,
trust.
Dumb.
Oh, they got a picture of him, and he is a big
I
boy.
saw
He's a
the
big dude.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the picture too. It's cool. You know, now Chunk is a hunk. Yeah.
Think about this: if he's a 1,200-pound bear,
Yeah.
he could eat 300 pounds of salmon.
Wow.
I mean, that's
a
pretty
lo-
much what
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
300 pounds.
That's a lot of salmon.
yeah.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
This is a crazy story, too. A toddler in Washington State was playing in his front yard when he found a grenade from World War II. Took it inside, gave it to his parents, who called the sheriff's office. A bomb squad was sent to the home, and they confirmed that the grenade was live. Is this not a crazy story? They safely disposed of it outside of town, and the little boy's okay. Investigators say it's not clear how long the grenade had been in the yard or how it got there. You don't think it's been out there all this time, unless it's like a wooded area.
Wow, that's bizarre.
Were they-
That is a crazy story.
Could you imagine the kid didn't pick it up, just picked it up by the pin? Oh,
And
my God.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty crazy story.
The headline would have been different if he would
A
have picked
lot
it up that way.
yeah.
Okay, here's another crazy story. You ready for it? I mean, there's so many, it's so hard to choose my favorites. But, you know, the saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, it didn't say anything about making one of the ingredients a peacock. Listen closely. It's why police near Clearwater, Florida, have arrested a guy who allegedly ate 2 pet peacocks. It gets even weirder because they were his pet peacocks. His neighbor says she got a note claiming he'd eaten them just to spite her for constantly feeding them without his permission, and that's why he's now facing animal cruelty charges. Told you it was crazy.
Florida man eats 2 peacocks. That's the headline on that one.
His 2 pet peacocks.
Pet peacocks. Yeah.
I wonder how they tasted. Don't say it. Do
I'm not going there.
Do not
I'm not
say it.
Because I know what you were going to say.
I know what we're all thinking it.
No.
Don't say it.
Like chicken? Like everything tastes like chicken.
No.
I think that's a great place to stop with the crazy stories. I do have a couple sports updates for you The Bradshire Mountain volleyball team knocked off Coconino 3-0 last night. Setter Mackenzie Proffer recorded 33 assists and in the process hit the 1,000th assist mark for her high school career.
Fantastic.
That is amazing. And the Prescott badminton team derailed Peoria 9-0 yesterday. That's the 8th sweep of the season for the Lady Badgers, who are ranked number 1 in the state in the latest AIA PowerPoint rankings. Go Lady Badgers. It's pretty amazing
Good job.
stuff. Pretty
Good
amazing
job,
stuff.
ladies.
Yes, fantastic. All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with some people from CAFMA because October is National Fire Prevention Month, and we have Kathy Goodman coming in, and we also have Jace Hall coming in, and it looks like a whole bunch of firefighters are here as well. So let's look forward to that.
So watch your hands.
Coming up.
The whole station's here.
Here on Leza Live. Stay with us. All right, if you're looking for one-of-a-kind treasures that celebrate Native American artistry, you got to check out Black Arrow Native American Jewelry and Art right here in downtown Prescott. This incredible gallery represents the work of more than 15 Native American artists, showcasing stunning jewelry and select pieces of art. You're also going to find works by local artists who celebrate the rich culture and heritage of the Southwest through their paintings and sculptures. It's culture, craftsmanship, and creativity all under one roof. They're open 7 days a week, but if you can't make it there in person, no worries. You can visit their website at blackarrowgallery.com and explore the collection from home. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, and we've got a full house this morning. Kathy Goodman, the Community Relations Manager, Public Information Officer for Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority is in, and you brought a ton of people with you, Kathy.
I brought so many
I
firefighters.
love it. Firefighters are always welcome. Always, anywhere. Have you guys found that to be true?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Part of the reason you're a firefighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Okay, very good. Why don't you introduce, what's that?
I'm sorry, saying, do I need to wear these?
No, you don't have to wear those.
Okay, my
No,
apologies.
No, yeah. That's
I
that's
can't hear.
basically just to keep you on the microphone. So if
Gotcha,
you're
I'm
close
on
to
it.
the mic, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Why don't you introduce everybody that you brought with you?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, I have a bunch of people. So first of all, hiding in the back is EMS Chief Doug Naminsky.
Good morning, Chief.
Yes,
We love having Chiefs around too.
love having the Chiefs around. I also have EMS Captain Brett Polikin.
We've had Brett in before.
Yeah, we did a hiring thing about
That's-
a year ago or so.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Welcome back.
Yes. Always hiring, right?
Yeah.
Always.
And then we also have, engineer, paramedic, EMS compliance specialist, Jace Hall.
Well, You've
Yeah, it's a
got
lot.
some title,
Yeah, it's a
some
lot.
job, huh?
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's fun.
Awesome.
love
Well,
doing
very good. October is National Fire Prevention Month,
Yes.
right? I
Yes.
read that just this morning. I'm like, look at that. We are on it.
We're going to be pushing it hard this month. Yes.
Very good. Very good. And coming up this weekend, you have a big event going on.
We have a huge event,
Yeah.
and we are looking for volunteers for this event. So it's
Okay.
our Prescott Valley Community Smoke Alarm Walk.
Okay.
And we have done, I think, 4 of these. I believe this is our 5th one. And it's such a big deal because we install smoke alarms for free.
That's
the
great.
reason we're able to do this is because we partner with the Red Cross and the Arizona Burn Foundation. And this one especially is sponsored by State Farm.
Okay.
But what we're asking people to do is it's 8 to noon, Saturday, October 4th. And basically go to azburn.org to sign up to volunteer and get all of the information.
Okay.
You need no training, no tools. We will do everything. We will teach you everything. And the really cool thing is, great for families, great for students who need volunteer hours.
Mhm.
And we will feed you breakfast,
Wow.
which is being sponsored by Impact Fire. And we will feed you lunch, which is sponsored by B&W Fire. So we're all coming together to really get this done. It's really important that people have working smoke alarms.
Right. So tell people what you do. I mean, you go door to door, right, in a specific neighborhood?
We do, yes.
Yes,
our
okay.
our fire marshal chooses a neighborhood that's high risk,
Mhm.
that's very much in need of smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. And so you get trained. We do not send you to houses all alone. These are chosen for a reason.
Okay.
A lot of people actually make appointments for this as well, knowing that this is coming. So they want us to come. You go door to door and you install smoke alarms. That's
It's
it.
that simple.
That's it. You're in a
Yeah.
group. You're in a group. It's very safe. We have a lot of people walking around with you to make sure that everything's okay.
Right,
as
right.
well.
And
so
you
very
guys-
safe, very family friendly.
Yeah, yeah, and you're doing this for free. I mean, these people
Yes.
don't have to pay for these smoke alarms, and you're also doing carbon dioxide as well.
I believe so.
Carbon
yeah.
monoxide.
Carbon
I'm sorry.
monoxide. Thank you. As soon as I said it, I'm like,
You're
that
all
didn't
good, yeah.
sound right. That didn't sound right.
I was like, yeah, we do that.
It,
sure.
it often gets misconstrued, so that's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Good,
Well, this is such a great program, and I'm sure that people are so happy to see you show up and welcome you into their homes.
Yes.
And tell us why they're so important. Those smoke alarms detectors in our homes.
Well, I will say it, but the firefighters might be better at
Yeah.
actually giving you some real deep info.
Yeah.
But basically, when the alarm sounds, you have less than 2 minutes to get out of your house.
That is amazing.
Fires are burning hotter and more intensely because of the materials that we build with now in modern
Right.
times. And so 2 minutes. So you got to have a working smoke alarm.
Right.
To keep things kind of simple,
Yes.
when you sleep, your nose doesn't work. Your olfactory gland does not work according to
Is that
how it smells
right?
smoke.
Okay.
So your ears work while you sleep. So you need an alert system to keep you, alert you to the need to get away and out of your house.
Right.
So the awareness level of having that alert system go off early in a fire, it is very effective.
Very
They
effective.
can be really expensive too if you look at the cost of them from your local retailers. They can run hundreds of dollars to outfit a house.
Wow.
And to have the ability to outfit them for free with these sponsors and with the Arizona Burn Foundation and with all the B&Ws and Impact, those are huge contributors for this fund. So
Wow.
there's going to be a lot of people positively affected by the input of this of these smoke detectors. So
That's fantastic.
Yes, we checked with the Arizona Burn Foundation to see in the homes what we're kind of looking at for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're looking at is about 80 smoke alarms if we get the volunteers to get to it
Okay.
quickly enough. So that's
Right.
where the volunteers are huge in helping us get through it and maybe do more.
Right, right. And who are you looking to volunteer? Do you 18 and over, men and women? What are you looking at?
Everybody,
anybody.
anybody that has a heart for this type of volunteering.
Right.
We have children. I've taken my son. I've volunteered. My whole family's gone. And my
Right.
son, I think, was 9 at the time. He was with us. He was in our group, but he
Mhm.
was so excited to go and do all this.
Perfect.
We also have like a little education pack. So we educate the family. Like one person educates, one person's doing smoke alarm, 2 people are doing smoke alarms. So it's really fantastic. Kids are absolutely welcome. Families are welcome. And again, if students need volunteer hours for college or anything,
Right.
this is
Perfect
This is
for them.
prime. It should be a beautiful day.
Yes. Okay. Well, since we're talking about fire prevention, this is probably a good time to check our own smoke alarms in our homes, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how do we do that? How do we check them? Do we check them or do we change the batteries? What do we do?
Oh, you do both really.
Yes.
When they start chirping, that could mean that the battery's going dead,
Right.
or maybe it's kind of at the end of its service life. And typically, those smoke alarms last for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be dates printed on the back that the homeowner can look at that and see. But and then making sure that they're replacing those batteries every year is pretty important too, just to keep those in working order.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
They only last about 10 years, huh? So you
Yep.
need to update them.
yeah, 10 years is the norm. Is
Mhm.
for most of the manufacturers is 10 years. Yeah.
Right, right. And the only way we can tell that they might be close to the end of their life is by that date on the back of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, because I don't think I've ever changed out my smoke alarms. I don't think I knew that. So I'll
Take-
put that
take
on the
some notes,
honeydew.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll put
yeah.
that on the honeydew list for the weekend. Very good. Okay, so anything else you want to share about this walk and the volunteers that you need to make it happen?
I did want to highlight just one point
Yes,
with the
please.
coming winter seasons and
Yes.
the abilities to fire furnaces and fireplaces. That carbon monoxide
Yes.
is a silent killer.
Yeah.
Just kind of the awareness for folks to be aware that a working carbon monoxide detector can save your life. It is an odorless, tasteless, and colorless gas
Mhm.
that can be kind of trapped in your house with unburnt fuels. So if you have
Okay.
an improperly working furnace or a stove or a dryer that are water heater, for instance, if those aren't working properly, those can release carbon monoxide in your house, and those can be lethal.
Right.
So some common symptoms are dizziness, redness, nausea, that kind of stuff. But if you are asleep, you won't be able to notice those
You
symptoms.
won't notice it, and
Mhm.
that's how people die from it, right?
Yeah, the benefit of those alarms is to alert you again for
Yes.
those high levels of carbon monoxide.
Okay, so if you don't have one, this is the time to consider getting one right before we turn on our heaters
Very much so, yeah.
and all those other appliances. Okay, good advice. Very good. All right, let's take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with our guest this morning here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Okay, ladies, healthcare doesn't have to feel cold or intimidating. At Prescott Women's Clinic, you're going to find a warm, welcoming team that treats you like family. They provide expert women's healthcare with a gentle touch right here in Prescott. They've been taking care of women in our area for over 40 years. Because when you feel comfortable, you can feel confident in your care. Make your appointment today. Don't put it off. 928-778-4300 or go online to PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking about fire prevention, specifically with CAFMA this morning. We've got all sorts of people in studio with us. And I got a press release, I think it was last week or the week before, regarding these LifePak 35 heart monitor defibrillators that have been outfitted on all of the engines and ambulances in CAFMA. And we've got Jace Hall, the CAFMA engineer, paramedics, EMS compliance specialist, in to tell us all about these things.
Yeah, we're pretty excited that these got put out. So we originally had the LifePak 15s for quite a few years, and we updated them to the LifePak 35s, which is just a newer iteration of these monitors. And they all went out last month. They're all on all of our engines, like you said, and all of our apparatus. That's where they are currently.
Okay.
And it just allows our providers just to detect, to get more accurate heart attack detection, which is crucial in a life-saving situation. So they're able to see that faster, and then also just clearer heart monitoring. And then just the streaming to the hospital is also a new thing that we've been able to do, is just a new function. So our providers can actually broadcast or transmit what they're seeing on the monitor to the hospital or to us, so we can see what they're seeing on their monitor, and kind of like a live feed, just kind of see what they're treating, and gets the hospital better prepared and to receive that patient potentially.
Very cool.
So.
Sounds like a very cool tool.
Yeah.
Tool.
Yeah, another tool in the toolbox.
Another tool in the toolbox. And so it went from 15 to 35. Was there a bunch in between, or has it been that long since we've updated these?
Well, there was no iteration in
Okay.
between. It was
Okay.
just that was the jump from 15 to 35.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's
Gotcha.
a common question.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about key benefits for hospital teams. I mean, you said you can live stream.
Yep.
They know what's coming in when you're bringing somebody in. Other benefits for them?
Yeah, there's there's a few functions on there, not to get too into detail, but there's sort of measuring tools that our providers can use to get a more accurate picture of what heart rhythm a patient could be in. So if it's not a cardiac arrest, maybe they're just having a different a heart rhythm that the patient is experiencing, and they can detect that with the tools that are in the monitor itself to measure that, and it's all like touchscreen. They can move their tools around, and they can measure the length of the heart rate and everything like that. The other thing that it has too is what's called CPR Insight, which is kind of I believe a patented technology by Stryker itself, that is able to detect what the underlying heart rhythm is during a cardiac arrest. During compressions, that monitor is able to see what that underlying heart rhythm is, if it's ready for, if we need to defibrillate that rhythm or not. And so when the provider gets to the end of their time, their 2-minute timer on there, that it'll either recommend, a shock or no shock. Ultimately, the provider still has the final say of what the underlying rhythm is. But again, it just allows for faster defibrillation if they need it, to try to reduce that time off the chest, which is crucial. We want to keep the compressions going as much as we can, just to circulate that blood flow in the body.
Fantastic. That's great. What a great update.
Yeah.
And then you want to tell us about the Lucas Mechanical CPR devices as well?
Yeah, so those went out in January of last year, and so we're approaching a year now. Those are on 8 of our apparatuses currently, so we still need a few more, but we put them purposefully on those apparatus just because we pulled the data, and those were the engines that typically run those types of calls that this is required. And then also the outlying areas, because it benefits some of our stations out in like Paulden or Dewey, sort of the farther away stations. Because essentially, you can think of it as like a fourth man, or a fourth helper, a fourth firefighter,
right?
Basically to provide those compressions. And they're consistent. The machine doesn't get tired. It lasts, each battery, they would carry 2 batteries on it, and they last for 45 minutes each. So it's plenty of time to transport from Paulden, if there is a case out there, to the hospital if need be. And the safety aspect of it is huge, because in the back of an ambulance, that's probably one of the more unsafe places to perform CPR.
Sure.
This device can do it for us in the back of an ambulance, and save our providers, or basically allow our providers to do other life-saving interventions. So, yeah.
Explain how it works. I'm picturing like a band with hands, or explain how it works.
So imagine like a carry-on briefcase size, carry-on luggage, right, on an airplane.
Right.
It's about that size, and it's in a case, and you take it out, and it essentially looks like 2 arms that fold out, and then a little. It's It looks like a suction cup, but
Okay.
it's not like a suction cup.
Yeah.
But that's the most accurate picture of how I can describe it.
Very good.
So basically, it clips into basically a backboard that we place behind the patient, and it clips in, and then we push the plunger down onto their chest.
Okay.
And we just hit go, and it just does it right for us.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's great that you don't have to do that. There's no human error involved. You've got this machine now that can do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the key elements, obviously, we talked about both of these, the defibrillator and then also the compressor. For those that have taken a CPR class, those are the two highest indicators for survival, is high-quality chest compressions and early defibrillation. So our ability to have that high-quality compression without hesitation, without fatigue, without human error, as you mentioned,
Right.
those are going to be huge for our abilities to provide ROSC, or return of spontaneous circulation is what we call it.
Okay.
We're seeing great improvements with just the application of this Lucas device. We're seeing people survive. We have a couple case studies that we'd like to highlight. We had a 70-year-old female that experienced cardiac arrest.
Okay.
And without this device, there could have been a demise outcome. But she is recovering. She's at her home, got through discharge, got through rehab, got through the whole process, and full neuros intact or operating normally. So
Nice. What
Yeah.
a great story.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we're so happy that you guys have all these updated technology tools, if you will, to help people when they need it.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. Okay, let's take another break. And when we come back, more with Kathma here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Okay, so the first time you taste water from a whole home water filtration system from H2O Health and Water Solutions, you're going to say, wow, that's delicious. How do I get it? I mean, there's no chlorine smell, no cloudy ice, no scale on your faucets, just pure, crisp, clean water every time you turn on the tap. Every tap in your home. Once you try it, you'll never settle for anything less. I can attest to this. I went up to H2O Health and Water Solutions in the Pine Ridge Marketplace. I tasted the water. I said, how do I get a whole home water filtration system? And I'll never look back. I'm just so happy with it. You can give them a call and make an appointment. They'll come to your house if you like, 928-899-7504. They'll test your water. They'll tell you what you're drinking, and they'll give you a taste of what you can be drinking. Like I said, out of every tap in your home. Again, the number 928-899-7504 for H2O Health and Water Solutions in the Pine Ridge Marketplace. And when you stop in, tell them Leza sent you. And we're back. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We have Kathy, Jace, Doug, and Brett all from CAFMA in this morning. And we're going to talk a little bit more about fire prevention because really this is the time of year when I don't know for a fact, but people start using their heaters, their ovens, and I'm sure you see more and more calls regarding maybe home fires, kitchen fires.
Yeah, during the summer season, people tend to not turn on furnaces, for obvious reasons, and obviously their ovens too. They don't want to heat their house up. So this is kind of the time of year where they start to, make the cakes, make the roast in the oven, all those types of things start to occur. A lot of the times, these appliances may not be fully serviced. So it's a good time of year to get those serviced by a qualified technician to make sure that they're fully operable, or operable rather, and also make sure that we talked about the carbon monoxide issue or potential issue there earlier, but to make sure that they're operating effectively. A lot of people keep random items underneath their stove, and oftentimes those items get overlooked in the summer season because they don't use them. But when the fall season or winter season comes around, they'll oftentimes turn on their broiler or turn on their oven, and those items that are stored under there can be combustible, and those oftentimes can catch on fire. So keep in mind as you turn those ovens on for the first time during the season to be aware that those items need to be removed and not kept in those places. Just general cooking information, right? Like things that we should all be aware of. Sometimes they get overlooked. So other things that come up during kind of these awareness type things, we talked about smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, extinguishers in the household are always huge, right? If you have an individual that likes to work in the garage with grinding or welding, having an extinguisher handy and an adequate water supply, those are always important. In the kitchen or just general use around the house, to have an extinguisher handy. You can go very small, sometimes as small as like a 5 ABC extinguisher, or just those small little compressed cans of extinguish agents. Those are always important too.
And do fire extinguishers need to be maintained?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Is that annually?
Yeah, so from a commercial side, they're an annual certification.
Okay.
For residential side, it's probably best to look at them annually, make sure that they're not made from 1970 perhaps. Right. Those extinguishing agents, they're often a dry chemical, and they can often settle. So however those extinguisher agents settle in that can, they can basically corrode the bottom of them, become a giant ball of extinguisher agent, and don't propel out. Right. You have to shake those often to make sure that those extinguishing agents become aerosolized is the best way to describe those. So as they sit on a shelf or hang on a wall, an annual inspection is important from a residential side. It's a great question, yeah.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, and then let's talk about next month. Everybody's going to be frying up their turkeys, and that is always an issue. Some safety reminders about doing that.
Yeah, so making sure your turkey is dried out, thawed out, and not a still solid brick of ice. Right. That's a key element there. Not only for the flavor, but for fire danger, right? So making sure that turkey is
not only for the flavor, but so you don't burn your house down.
There's hot oils. Those oils don't extinguish with water. They need to be extinguished with not only removing the heat element, but also removing the flame element from them. So just if you have a grease fire, Kathy mentioned it earlier, those grease fires need to be covered, not extinguished with a garden hose per se, because that's just going to potentiate that water, that fire spread. So it'll allow that those two solutions not to mix, which spreads it, right? Right. They're not water soluble. Another key element is to keep them away from your house, right? Keep them away from dry debris, a burn pile, a stash of, an old bush per se, an old tree. Right. You want to make sure they're on an area that's secured and flat and level. Burns do occur from those, with the splash and spill of those materials. I think those fluids.
Keep kids away.
Keep kids away, for sure.
Those fluids can be up to 500 degrees, and again, they're not water soluble, so you can't necessarily wash them off your skin immediately. They need to be removed in different fashions. So the Arizona Burn Foundation has many different topics of kitchen safety, right? The ability to turn handles in, making sure that you're aware when things are on the stove, setting timers. There's lots of different elements to that. They say, I don't know the exact facts, but there's a on the spot here, but a high probability that kids are affected by boiling water. When they're alone on the stove, they're curious, they want to reach up there and rip down pots and pans.
How awful.
And it is a tragic and preventable accident for sure. So some fire prevention also injury prevention too.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good reminder, even though we know not to do these things. Every year, it's just good to refresh our memories that you need to be aware of these certain things.
Other things too, like doilies or like little towels,
Doilies.
little towels around your
Doilies.
around your stove.
Right.
Those can oftentimes be flammable and not
Yes.
often
Right.
overlooked. And
Yes.
a simple exposure to those with heat can result in a catastrophic kitchen
For sure.
fire.
Do
So,
most fires start in the kitchen?
I couldn't
home
tell
fires?
you most. I'd say a good majority is electrical fires,
Okay.
just because electrical is so prominent in our houses. Everything's charged, lithium-ion batteries. We had a discussion this morning about a few things. Just being aware of how things are being charged, how things are being plugged in, the use of extension cords. The list goes on and on.
Yeah, well, we're all getting ready to put the lights
lights.
all around our house,
Yep.
our trees, everything. How about some reminders
Yeah.
of what not to do? How many strings should we not put together?
There's always a manufacturer recommendation on the back of the box
Yeah.
of how many strands should go together.
Right.
It doesn't take an electrical engineer to realize that, maybe the Christmas vacation wasn't the proper way to plug things in, or the
Right.
extension cords.
Right.
But also just be aware that, hey, is this extension cord serviceable? They're temporary use usually because they're made of braided cable instead of a solid cable. So just being aware of how those elements take heat, whether or not there's too much energy going through them.
Well, how do we know? I mean,
Yeah.
just by looking at it, do you know
Yeah,
that
you
it's...
you could see potentially, like, they can actually get hot. Think about a light bulb, right? How a light bulb works. It sends electricity through a resistance in that band, and those electrical cords, if underrated, can actually maintain that heat, same as a light bulb does.
Sure.
That's where those accidents or potential fire risk can come from.
Sure. If it gets hot, get rid of it.
For sure, or
Yeah.
Or if it's
upgrade
damaged
it. Yep, damaged,
at all,
torn,
ripped or torn.
the sheathing of it on the outside.
Yeah.
Other things that come into play too is just making sure that you have working appliances, as well as a toaster as big as a stove, making sure that those things are working, to the top of the capable. They're disposable in this day and age. New ones aren't very expensive, making sure that they're serviceable. Those are going to prevent a lot of injuries and a lot of fire hazards. So
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Anything else that you want to add as far as fire prevention tips? Anything come to mind? Chief?
I would mention just talking about Arizona poison control for the families that are getting together, and maybe the kiddos that might find grandma's purse.
Right, right.
Get into that.
Yes.
So if you don't know, the number for Arizona poison control is 800-222-1222, and just have that. Maybe put it on a sticky note on your refrigerator. That way you'll be able to, call them when need be.
Yeah.
I've called them like 2 times for my kids.
Oh, really?
And they're
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, she got
24/7,
into hand
365.
sanitizer.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I found it in her hand, and I didn't know how much she had. And so we called them. They're great. I mean, they walk you step by step with what you need to do, whether or not it's a real medical emergency, if you have to go to the hospital. Luckily for me, I did not. The second occasion was diaper cream, and same thing. A baby gets a hold of the jar of that and eats some of it.
Puts it right in their
Yeah.
mouth.
yeah.
And so you don't know what to do. Well,
Yeah.
call them, and they know exactly what to do.
Right.
Walk you
Right.
right through it.
That's another great resource. Again, the number's 800-222-1222.
Yep.
Okay.
I wish
Easy
it
to
was all
remember.
twos, but it isn't.
Yeah, too bad they couldn't get that 1, 2. that
Wh-
1
whoever-
out of there.
whoever has that number, we got to write them a petition.
Right,
Have them
right.
release it to
It's
the Arizona
probably
Poison
an
Control.
accident injury lawyer. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That number's always staffed with toxicologists down at Tucson, and so somebody will answer it no matter what time of day or night that you need them.
That's a great resource. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chief, for bringing that up. Okay, let's take one more break. When we come back, we will touch on what we haven't touched on yet. We'll figure that out during the break here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Okay, so we've been talking about it. Turning your heater on for the first time. If you haven't done it yet, you know you're going to do it here pretty soon. Time to call AC Medic Heating and Air, your trusted first responder for comfort. They've got you covered from your air conditioner to your heater and everything in between. And this is super cool. They offer all seniors, veterans, and first responders at least 10% off all repairs. Did you hear that, guys? 10% off. So keep the number handy. Put it in your phone. You're going to need it eventually. 928-848-6224. Again, 928-848-6224 for AC Medic Heating and Air, your local trusted first responders for comfort. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking about fire prevention with Brett, Doug, Kathy, and Jace from CAFMA this morning. And you guys want to bring up the CPR classes and what a great idea that is to take.
Yeah, so we talked earlier about our monitors and our Lucas device and all those. And another, I guess, chain or link in that is, the public awareness of, when someone goes down for, has a cardiac event and what do they do? And,
Right.
and do they feel comfortable performing CPR and what does that look like? But then also getting us en route to the right place and everything in the start our process. And the studies have been showing that early CPR is saving lives. And part of that is the community involvement of performing that function. So when we arrive, basically that's the public has already taken part of that or is, taking care of that for us. And then we just swoop in, we put them on our Lucas device, put them on our monitor,
Right.
and then we just take it from there. And really we perform more or less the same functions that they would, but we have, different tools and abilities, medications that we can give the patient.
Sure.
So the public CPR is crucial, is huge. It's part of the community wellness and overall health of the community is if you see someone go down, like,
Right.
act if you can. And so we do provide CPR classes the first Friday of every month.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, and so we do BLS CPR, which is for, I would say, more of the line of, your CNAs or your nurses
Okay.
or potential people that want to go into, the medical side of things. That is a class that we put on. And then we also stagger that as well with our Heart Saver CPR, which is more of sort of a layperson.
Okay.
Kind of, you still learn all the great benefits of performing CPR.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a first aid component as well that we also teach for burns, bee stings, lacerations, things like that, what to do in those situations.
great.
Yeah, and so we do those the first Friday of every month, and it's on a rotating basis between the BLS CPR and the Heart Saver class.
Okay.
They can go to our website.
Yeah, we actually have a class tomorrow, October 3rd. You can go to our website to register. I'm actually at it currently. The one tomorrow is currently registered closed, but you can call and add it as a participant.
Okay.
And that is our website is cazfire.org.
Okay.
Again, that's cazfire.gov. Sorry.
That's
I'm a
all right.
little old school in regards to the
You'll
old,
still get
the
there
old
if
version.
you do
Yeah.
.org.
Okay.
For registration purposes, for this particular class, if interested, you can call our office line at 928-772-7711.
Very good.
And that's just an opportunity to get registered for these classes. Like Jace mentioned, they're offered once a month, first Friday.
Lovely.
They're open to the public. You can be 12
Everybody
years old
should
is the
learn how to
minimum
do it.
age,
Yeah.
up
Yep.
to physically able is kind of how we say it, even an
Wonderful.
awareness level for those that are limited with capacity
Right.
or ability. So
Okay, well, we have 10 seconds. So let's tell people about the volunteers you need, again, for Saturday's event.
Community Smoke Alarm Walk. You can go to azburn.org to sign up and for more information.
Wonderful. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate you. Always such a great informational show.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
And thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.